Welcome to the Bearded Bama Bushcrafter. We came out to the woods today. We were hoping we were going to do some squirrel hunting, but we've got a lot of this going on. So no squirrel hunting, right, Zane? We'll have to come back. Just the two of us. But we have covered a lot of ground back in here today. We have seen a lot of tracks. A lot of different tracks. We even found some tracks that looks like small human footprints. Yeah, I said that right. What'd you throw at me? I'm pretty sure it's probably like a hog or a deer and kind of drug. I took some pictures of it. And they were about that long, and they were different. Back down in this big bottom that we just walked out of, it gets down in there and real marshy, and a creek back in there. Right now I'm going to kind of remain incognito about where we are. I'm going to get back in here and do some more scouting around, because those prints are pretty interesting. Every now and then I'll come across some things. There's some deer tracks. Right here. There were hog tracks down there. And, oh man, here's a survey marker. Hey, y'all hold up, boys. Come here, look at this survey marker. Boundary marker, some sort. That's a pin or something for surveying. What is that? I bet my buddy Chad will be able to tell me exactly what that is. That's definitely something to do with surveying. So we're on an old roadbed in this area. Man, this is growing up tight here, isn't it? This is where we're moving. Oh, it was funny. We came in here to hopefully do a little bit of squirrel hunting. I brought all the boys, but ooh, two of them are not ready for squirrel hunting. Because you do have to try to sit still a little bit. But nope, they were not having it. This place is loaded with game. This is one of the best game trails I've seen. Check this out. It looks like a cow path. Boom. Look at it. Right here. Boom. I found me a new place to do some deer hunting and some hog hunting. We have seen hog tracks. I have seen mink track. We've seen those other questionable tracks. I know people, you get to talking about certain subjects. And there's a lot of people like to talk about it, but there's also people who really don't want to talk about certain subject matters. The big guy, so to speak. But that was, let me say this, if that had to be a bipedal creature that made those tracks down there by the creek, this is not a big one. But you know, when you're sitting there and you come across things like that, at least I do, my mind starts trying to think logically. And there, in the realm of, just say it, Bigfoot, cryptoid creatures, you can't think logically, because those creatures, science has not identified them as a creature that exists. So that's why they fall in the realm of cryptozoology, which a lot of people, I guess your professors in zoology, wildlife sciences, and all the other sciences, you know, they laugh at those cryptozoologists who are studying in a field of creatures that are not known by science to exist. So whatever, there were two prints, probably had about, what was that, about a 2-foot stride, Zane? But like I said, if it was a bipedal creature, it's a small one, possibly the size of, you know, my children. But that was interesting to see those things. They were interesting tracks, weren't they? Well, he didn't see them. He saw them. I don't know why he's saying that. He didn't see these tracks. Well, if these are deer tracks, we should walk back. Let's walk back and film it. Look at that look. But see, now he's wanting to kind of argue with me about those tracks. And the tracks that I'm talking about that he did see were... Okay, we're going to walk back.
I didn't.
All right, y'all stand by. I encourage people, even myself, I encourage myself to involve your children in your hobbies. I'm going to sweep the children real quick here, see. We've got two that are all over the place and one that's mad. And he says that this is my career, these videos. Man, if this is my career, I'm in a lot of trouble. Y'all should be here for this and get the feeling of the madness and the joy and all the other emotions rolled up into one big old happy ball of fun. So our hunt turns into an adventure. We came to a crossroads back there, and I'm gonna let them figure out which way we need to be going, because it's definitely going the wrong way to where we have our vehicle parked. So I see something over here in the woods. I believe it to be an old Mylar balloon. Yes, and I am that guy when I can. I'll pick it up, carry it out. Y'all figure it out, guys? I remember back when I was a kid, we used to put notes on balloons and addresses and send them out. And then not too long after that, the world kind of started going crazier. And people started getting offended with children letting balloons go because they killed things and it was pollution and, you know, all that. Non-Greta, what's her name? Thunberg, what, I can't think of her name. But that little mad girl saying, how dare you, you know, destroying the future. So anyway, people don't realize it, but I help out. I actually pick up other people's trash. And I carry the burden. And I'm passing the torch to my children. Alright. What have we found here? Pink's 69 doe in rut. Estrus doe urine in an aerosol spray can.
Did you just find it?
Yeah, y'all walk right by it. So, carrying out more trash from our undisclosed location. We're leaving it better than we found it, or at least I am. They walk right by it. I like getting on these old roads, these highways in the woods. You can see behind me and what it looks like ahead of us. Probably came back in here some years ago, I'm sure of it, and did logging. And then just over time, naturally and also with the help of man, planting rows. Yeah, and people have been back in here. You can see the old boot tracks. But we're heading back to the truck now. Our adventure, because of pouty faces, is coming to a quick close. Wish somebody would get happy and just enjoy being outside, smelling the fresh air, all that good stuff. But it's a mad walk. Let's see this mad walk. I wish I could have got that. Oh, what are we getting on to? See that right there? I can tell by that body language that that is a mad person. Now there's a happy one right there. I love to see that smile.
You just did a video.
I sure did. I think I might have missed the collision, but I got the So we'll see. Coming into this area, man, this is an old scrape. But I bet you we have seen close to, I would bet 20 different scrapes. One was pretty fresh. Within the week fresh. Not like today or yesterday. But within this past week fresh, I would say. We are coming up to the main road. And one of the eldest the elder of the siblings is happy. And I'm gonna get some footage of him in just a second. Yes, squirrel hunting. This is what it looks like when you squirrel hunt with young children. I'm having a good time. However, one of my children, I'm not going to name names, but one of my children is mad. I think he's feeling a little better.
Dad, look.
What? Playing in the trenches. This old wash here. This wash. See, that's a wash. You know, like the song says, you wash all your worries away. Is that Luke Bryan? You wash them. That's some erosion. Man, deer are amazing animals. Check this out. Let me see if I can get this on film. The deer come running across this road. Looks like possibly, it's a couple of deer. Boom. Check this out. Jumps and lands up in there. And that was little effort for those creatures. Those things, man. I've seen them do some things. It's just like, wow. I wish I could jump like that. Fun in the ditch. Fun in the ditch. The things your children will say. Walking in this ditch, I saw some tracks, couldn't see right away. So what kind of tracks are those? I didn't realize it, but my mom's been down here. Yeah, because I heard one of them said, your mom. So my mom's been down here in this ditch walking. Didn't know my mom had been down here. Gets out and does this kind of stuff. Didn't realize that. You know, sometimes when you're walking along, you just got to just shove them down. Shove them down. Shove them down. This is some neat geological, I guess you'd call this geological, and the deal with the time and pressure geology. This is, I know it as iron ore. Check that out. Look at that layer of it, how over time, this old road, so eroded down to that layer. See a lot of neat things when you get out and look around. A lot of neat things. Walk down these old dirt roads and get back in the woods. You see things. And you hear things, you know. And then you want to talk about things. What am I hearing? What am I seeing? I know I see some things, like those prints. I keep thinking about those prints. Chances are, it's probably, man, I see this just, my mind, the logic is trying to figure it out. But there are some things, like that old Charlie Daniels song, there's just some things in this world you can't explain. And you see stuff, you look at it from different angles, and you say, and I know people have been walking back in there, but that was not a boot print. It was a track. If it's a human, it was a small person, and they were barefooted. Let me say that. Listen to this coming up here. Man, bringing the boys out is an adventure. That was a fun loop right there. We walked through the woods where the truck is parked up here, and we walked back and made this big, huge loop. We sat down to actually try to get on some squirrels, but it just was not happening. I'm standing here looking at a fox track. I don't know if I can get that on camera. Right there at the gun butt, if that's on there. I always wind up carrying their stuff too. Man, this area right here, I'm gonna be coming back. I think we have one more weekend. They're gonna open it up. Kind of giving away from the undisclosed location, aren't I? I'm definitely coming back here. It's fun to get out in the woods like that and walk. Man, if I owned this property, I would never leave and I'd stay here till eternity. There's so much to explore down here. And I'm just down here scratching the surface. You have a good time?
Huh?
Did you have fun?
Yeah, and I'm tired.
And he's tired. He's the only one in the group that found wolf trap. You have fun?
Yeah.
Watch this. You have fun?
No.
At least he's honest. Alright guys, hope y'all enjoy this video. We'll see you next time. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up like button. Y'all take it easy. Get yourself a honey bun. They're good.